I've been trying to revive a Sony Hi-Fi mini system, the HCD-NE3 that I found at a thrift store. Of course, when I got it home, the cassette did not work and the CD player doesn't play, and I wasn't able to test it in the thrift store just due to the way it was packaged. So I decided to try and fix it, and I was able to fix the cassette player with no problem by just taking it apart and freeing the mechanism up. It had just frozen for some reason. The belt was actually still good. But this CD player I decided to try and fix. It wouldn't spin or scan the CD, so I thought I'd buy a new lens, which is possible through AliExpress. They sell Sony compatible CD player lasers, I guess. I don't know if I can focus that, but the part number is KSS213C, and I managed to order that from China, and it came pretty quickly actually. The problem though is, here's the old laser mechanism, which I tore apart, and I found a handy video online on how to replace just the laser itself, which actually isn't bad. A lot of these Sonys are the same. You'll end up with a laser that kind of floats on a rod with this gear here, and all you have to do to replace the laser mechanism, which is this whole unit, is pop this gear off, and you can do that by putting a screwdriver in here and popping this gear up, and then you can push this rod out through this plastic kind of clasp, and you just have to kind of widen the clasp with a screwdriver, and this rod will come out, and then this whole laser mechanism will come right out, and you can replace it. Anyway, I replaced it, put everything back together in the player, and it played the CD mostly, but it kind of skipped, and it kind of skips here and there randomly. I mean, it plays for like 2-3 minutes, and then it'll skip a little bit, plays for a lot longer, it skips. And I'm hoping the issue is that I did not lubricate the laser mechanism here. I noticed the old one had some lithium grease on it, but this one was dry, and so I'm going to try and lubricate this, and hopefully that will solve the skipping. All right, so I've got some white lithium grease, and I'm going to just kind of apply it to the gear end of this laser mechanism. Seems like that might be too much, but then what I'll do is I'll just run this through. And I'll get the other side. And just manually turn this gear, and hopefully this lubes it up. There's a lot of excess there. I'll probably clean that up a little bit, but maybe this will make it smoother and we won't get this random skipping anymore. I don't know, just a guess. Maybe it won't work. We'll find out. The Mini-HiFi is back together, and it still will occasionally skip when playing CDs. So my idea of lubricating the laser mechanism and gears didn't seem to help. However, it does seem to more quickly find tracks. It seemed to take a long time to seek to the different tracks on a CD, and now it feels like it happens really quickly. I'll hit play, and I'm going to skip ahead to track 5, and it seems to be much faster than it was before I did the lubrication. If you ever find one of these mini hi-fis, make sure you get the remote, because a lot of the functions of the unit you can only do with the remote control. So I'm going to keep kind of looking into this, and hopefully I can eventually figure out why the CD skips. I mean, maybe that was a problem before the laser mechanism broke anyway. I don't know. This was probably sitting in a thrift store for a while, so who knows. Maybe it's been sitting for years, since this unit, I think, was made in 2003. So it could have been sitting for years and then in a thrift store, and then you just don't know the history. Anyway, that's all I've got. Bye.
Groovy, dynamite, heavy.